Oh, what do we have going on now? It's this crew again. Peggy, Danny, and Angelo and I were all eating lunch in the dining room when James leapt through the doorway. Here we go. Hobo Jesus is back again. Ugh. You four. The yard's a mess. Are you just gonna leave it like that? Yeah, the yard's probably a mess because he probably like pissed and shat in it again. It's probably where he does all his business, this James guy. It's like throwing out empty beer bottles on the lawn. It's all from him. Pardon? That's not our responsibility, is it now? Yeah, it is. It is now. I want to clean by tonight, or I'm throwing you out for your rooms. With that, he left. He can't be serious. He's not serious, right? You all haven't been here as long as I have. This is my second year. I'm sad to say, he's done much, much worse. So immediately after eating, we discarded our plans for the day and went to the front yard. Well, this is going to be great. Despite the fact that it was in the middle of winter, scraggly weeds were visibly growing over the flower beds and clumping up here and there in the grass. Great! I stared at them, unsure what to do. I didn't really have a yard back in New York. Danny shrugged, got down on his knees, and started pulling plants out of the ground. After a second, the other two were off to different areas of the lawn. Wow. Cannot read right now. After a second, the other two went to different areas of the lawn and followed suit. There we go. I wasn't really confident enough to do it on my own. What should I do? You're not confident enough to do a little weeding. Really? So here we go, another choice again, but it's none of the characters we're really trying to pursue right now. What the hell? Ugh. I guess we'll leave this choice to you guys. Out of this group, who should we spend time with? Decision time for the chat. It's funny, none of them have really been the options we've wanted to pursue so far. Despite having multiple options in this game, it's like they're trying to hold back on the characters we really want. Yeah, the main character doesn't know how to do anything in this game. He's so useless. He's one stupid human being. Go for Angelo. He seems like the most normal. Maybe that's a good choice. Okay, Nairo, have a good night. Yeah, oh wow, it's definitely late over there where you are. Or early, I should say. But yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for the pleasure on Patreon too. And yeah, hope to see you on another stream someday. Have a good night. Or day or whatever. Yeah, a lot of people are saying Angelo because he seems, out of this group, the most normal. I kind of have to agree with you guys. He seems like the most decent one. So I'm going to go with him. I plop myself down near Angelo, grabbing plants and pulling. This is ridiculous, don't you think? He's using us as some form of cheap labor. I swear, one of these days I'm going to... Angelo tugged sharply at a plant and uprooted it, along with a giant chunk of earth. Hey. Don't bother wasting your time with him. He's not worth it. Save it for the battle you really need to fight. What battle's that? The battle against the demons. Angelo looked at me questioningly and I shrugged. Assuming you have one anyways. I do. He stared at the ground for a few moments, then grit his teeth. Let's get on with it then. We got to work tugging up weed after weed, and probably a few flowers too. Quite a few minutes passed before Angelo said so quietly I almost missed it. Thanks. Hours later, we sat exhausted on the front walkway, wiping sweat from our brows. James came around the front, sipping from an orange drink he had in his hands. He glanced around the yard and nodded. Yeah, it'll do. The alcohol on his lips, or on his breath, almost stung my eyes. He jerked his head, and we moved out of his way so he could get into the hostel. I hate that guy. Somehow as a collective, we sighed. You're not the only one. What is it with this? Such a scummy guy. So bizarre. Oh, and look who it is again. Yeah, it's funny, we haven't even gone to school yet, or at least they're not showing us going to school. I thought that was going to be a thing, but I guess not. How lame. No school mini games. Either that or we're just a giant slacker, which could be the case. I passed by Mark in the hall. He was singing softly to himself in a language I didn't understand. I glanced at him questioningly, and he laughed. Yeah, whatever that is. Huh? Is that supposed to be like Russian or something? I have no idea. But he just went to his room without explaining. That was definitely not French. What did he say? Who was Mark anyway? Well, I wasn't going to get any answers today. Yeah, it's pretty interesting how we don't set up a schedule or anything like that. What a rough day. I was in the pub that evening, rolling out my neck, and musing over how surprisingly difficult it was spending so much time with Brendan in close quarters. Normally my own workplace shouldn't be so much fun to hang out in, but Brendan had already gone back to the hostel, so if I went there, I might run into him again. That guy's gonna be the end of me, I just know it. Oh, maybe we'll get a scene with her. A glass was set down by my elbow. I looked up to see a smiling Ashley. A white Russian on the house. Oh, sweet. I keep forgetting that I'm allowed to drink here. What's in this? Is this really alcoholic? Vodka, coffee, liquor, and cream. Just make sure to go slowly on it, okay? I don't know what your tolerance is. Yeah, because we never really had alcohol before. What happened between Brendan and our character? Back in like the first or second day we were here in the game, Brendan tried to get us in trouble at work by putting peppers in someone's order that wasn't supposed to have peppers. But instead we said, oh yeah, here's your order, courtesy of Brendan. So then Brendan got in trouble instead, and now he hates us. And apparently it's due to some kind of insecurity on his part, but I'm pretty sure he's just a dick. It's not that crazy high. I usually only drink beer or wine that other people have brought to parties. Then drink one and see how you feel. You might be able to have another. She glanced around, then leaned in closer to me. But be careful. They're a bit pricey. Don't tell anyone I gave you this. You know, at some establishments, the staff aren't allowed to come to the bar as customers at all, to make sure they don't get special treatment. So should we be doing this? Oh, I'm sure it's fine. It's just this once, okay? Right. It's funny, all the girls seem to be really, really attracted to us. Like so far, Ashley's been all over us. I keep forgetting what the other one's name is. But the one with the tan skin, she's all over us too. And yeah, even the painter girl, and of course Peggy. Like she's always trying to get our attention too. So it's pretty much funny how like we've seduced all the women already just by being here. With someone as nice as Ashley behind the bar, I could see how it'd be easy to take advantage. Oh! I took a straw from a basket on the bar surface and stuck it in the drink. Wow. This is delicious. Uh-huh. Yeah, Demon Chan says, I like her hair and eyes. Nothing more. Okay, Demon Chan, sure. I buy that. Ashley walked away, looking horrified for some reason. The White Russian was cold and sweet and creamy. Essentially, it was candy, and I downed it in a few minutes. Hey Ashley, can I get another? Wow, that didn't last long at all. You're already done? Yeah, I am. I feel fine, so another one won't mess me up that bad. Oh. This isn't going to go well at all. He doesn't understand. It's not going to hit him right away. He's going to get drunk and not even realize it. If you're sure. She went about preparing another one, and as she did, I began to feel a little bit lightheaded. I guess I was feeling it more than I thought. Ashley put the drink in front of me, and I handed her a 10-pound note. Keep the change. Geez, thank you. No problem. Now I have a question. I put the straw in the second cup and started drinking it too. It tasted slightly different, though. Much sweeter. There's probably less alcohol in this one, which is probably for the best. Smart thinking. Still, it was enough to loosen my tongue. I want to know about what happened between you and Brendan. Why would you ask her about her ex? Gary, you are such a knob. He has all these golden opportunities available to him to make his move, but then he chooses to talk about this instead. Yeah, great. Ashley froze. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Is it really that bad? I totally shouldn't have asked. I'm super sorry. No, it's fine. it wasn't anything that bad. I mean, it was. Well, I don't want to say that it was. Her eyes darted around the bar, as if looking for some method of escape, but none has presented itself to her. Yeah, Maddie, in case you missed it, not only does her ex work here, but they also all live together too, at the same hostel. So yeah, a lot of drama all around. Basically, it's gonna turn to like a season of the Jersey Shore or something like that. It's pretty much what this game is gonna be about. Then again, there weren't that many customers here at the time of day. I figured most people came around the actual nighttime to drink, rather than getting drunk immediately after work like I was. Wait, that was kind of sad, wasn't it? Wait, was it? Did I have to rethink my life now? Huh? Oh hey, Blind Sass Master, welcome to the chat. Or stream, even though you're a bit late. Well, I'm not really sure what went wrong. It happened kind of suddenly. At least for me. One day everything seemed to be going great, and we were closer than we'd ever been before. And then the next he dumped me. Yeah, Gary always has a way of stepping into it with his big fat mouth. Can we bring Nagito then? Based on what we believe, he would do that on the show. Oh, what he would do on that show? Yeah. Nagito would just like blow up the entire beach house or whatever they're staying in. That'd be pretty funny to see. That'd be great actually. Oh my god. Nagito would really spice up the party. I'm certain he's not a bad person though. Not deep down anyways. I guess it just didn't work out, that's all. She trailed off, staring intently into space. I sipped my drink carefully. I was nearly finished with this one too, and I wanted to make sure I got all the deliciousness out of the cracks. After a few seconds, I realized she looked pretty upset. Way to go, Gary. Way to go. Hey, I'm sorry for bringing that up, and bringing up all those bad memories. I was just curious, but I'm pretty sure it was a little shitty of me to ask. No, it's fine. Well, what do you think? Do you think people are inherently good? Wait, we're gonna talk about philosophy with you? Should we invite Mark to this as well? What a question. Suddenly this has taken a philosophical twist. Do you believe people are inherently good or not? I don't know. I guess we're supposed to be asking, or we're supposed to be responding with what she wants to hear. So maybe she wants to hear that everyone is good. Naita is also the death of the party, or at least the cause of it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think she's probably going to want to hear number one, right? She's asking us because she wants to be reassured. And she wants us to say answer number one, that everyone is good when it comes down to it. That's what she wants to believe. See, this is what you have to think about. You have to get inside the minds of people. Know exactly what they're trying to get from you. She's looking to be reassured. At least I think she is. Gary is such a dumb American. Yes, he is. Yeah, let's go with this. Everyone is definitely good. Sure. Yeah, of course. I mean, everyone's got a heart. We just mess things up. Everybody wants peace and love, really. See? That's what I think. No one wants to be a bad person. I'm glad you agree. Ah, what did I tell you guys? That's how it works. So it must have been something I did. I just messed things up somehow. Was that really what I'd meant to say? But you're definitely good. Definitely the best. I think you may have drunk that a little too fast. Let me get you some water. Okay. She set the glass of water on the bar top, and then another customer called her away. I drank my water in a peaceful kind of buzz, and watched as Ashley mistook orders and dropped a total of 3 plates over the next half hour. Oh, so not only that, but she's a bit klutzy too. Between customers, she kept gazing into space. That seemed to distort expression on her face. It felt like something was wrong, but I couldn't really make sense of it. Eventually I finished my drink and was ready to head back to my room. Ashley was such a nice girl. What really happened between her and Brendan? Oh, look who it is. I passed by Ji Hyo in the hall, carrying a large canvas. Hi. She jumped when she saw me, scrambled to hide the painting she was holding, dropped it, picked it up, ran into her still closed door, clawed at the door handle until she got it open, threw the canvas inside, and then shut the door. Then I just stared at her. Well, that was awkward. She opened her door again and followed her canvas into her room, closing the door firmly behind her. Don't tell me she forgot to go inside the first time. Just what was on that canvas that she was so eager to hide from me? Don't tell me that she's drawing like a picture of us or something. Is that what's going on here? Goodness me, I hope not. Oh, maybe it's a nude painting? Oh, it could be that. Yeah, Elizabeth said maybe it's a nude painting. That's a possibility. Well, that was a random scene. Very short, too. Hey, Gary. Assie came up to me as I was in the kitchen making some soup. She glanced at the pot and whistled. I didn't know you could cook. Can't really call it cooking. It's mostly potatoes and water. She laughed. You're rather humble. I've always liked men who could cook. I don't even know how to cook myself. Yeah, well, I tried to look less pleased than I felt, but I'm not sure if I succeeded. What happened to the wall? Apparently this place isn't very well maintained. You should see who's the caretaker of this place. Basically looks like a hobo Jesus. That's what we've taken up to calling him anyway. Would you mind if I had some? It looks really good. Yeah, sure, of course. We rarely get a scene with you, so of course you can. Awesome, thank you. I knew you were a great guy. She winked at me and went to sit at the dining table. When the food was done, I poured her a bowl and sat down to eat with her. Thank you so much. I've got to go work on something, but I won't forget this. She up and left. So I ate my soup by myself. Well, at least it was good soup. We were used for our soup. God damn it. January's just flying by. Oh, another C with Mark, I bet. Today I got my first paper for my literature class, covered in red marks. Apparently, even though they knew I was American, I was expected to use British spelling at all times. Yeah, you probably should have realized, dude. Weren't we supposed to be joined by a common language? I would have to reset spell check on my laptop to remind me about all those extra U's and words. Well, it was all part of the English experience, I suppose. I just have to get used to it. I was on my way back to the hostel when I saw something jammed to the front door. Was that really the end of a volleyball net? Why would someone be trying to drag a volleyball net inside? It's probably one of two people. It's either going to be Danny or probably Peggy. Here we go. Bloody worthless piece of crap. Tilt already. Oh. I decided to walk around the block a bit more before going back to my room. Smart thinking. Oh, hey, Toy Gween. Thank you for subscribing. Hopefully I said your name right. Oh, look, we reached the end of the demo. There we go. That is the end of it. Sudden ending. It ended with a scene we couldn't really get.